So for me, I think the first thing that I usually do when someone tells me that, they're struggling a bit or, they show signs of struggling is I'll ask them like, hey, is there anything wrong? Let's talk about it. I'll just provide them a place where they can feel listened, they can feel heard. I think that's something that a lot of people appreciate, and I think it's something that helps them get things off their chest.
We talk about like what's the role as a PSS. One of it is in a more general way to help out people, which is to spread awareness of these issues, that mental health is a very serious matter, that everyone needs to to be aware of it and to make sure that you don't overstress yourself.
I think a lot of times it's much easier to be able to talk about this to strangers who don't have any expectation for you, because our friends and family, it can be a bit difficult to talk about these kind of things. So I think that way PSS is quite important for the overall NUS experience.
You don't have to be in a place where you're already suffering and you're at the end of the line before you can actually receive support. That is something that we all should be able to access, regardless of whether you think that your problems are really serious or not, or that other people are having it worse than you.
A lot of students might not really know, but NUS has a lot of platforms that they can actually seek help from. One, of course, the main one being UHC, which is, I think, quite accessible for most students. There's also NUS Lifeline, in case you need someone at the moment, but there's no one you can turn to. Yeah. So there's actually a lot of things.
So when a student is experiencing distress, they can either contact OSA CARES to request for a peer student supporter to talk with them, or they can just come down to Pistol at UTown to reach out to us.
And I think another one that people don't know about that much is a chat function on Universe. So on Universe, we have a Peer Student Supporters chat, which allows students to actually anonymously talk to peer student supporters. So they can, at any point of the day, go into that chat and just request to speak to a PSS and maybe talk about them, whatever they want to talk about, or they're feeling stressed, or they want the support and advice of another peer. They can go through that chat.
I think one of the most important aspects of mental health, other than resources and stressors, these kind of factors, right, is social support. And I understand that the nature of university, there's a lot of things that are transitory, especially for year ones. It's kind of hard for you to get that social support that is reliable and stable. So I would say that PSS is just a place that you can come to get that social support. I think that's the most important aspect.